Hello everyone and welcome back to another Build and Babble. Today I built... I keep saying I did something different at the beginnings of my videos, but this time I actually did something different because I built a Greek-inspired villa, which is totally different, and I have no idea if I actually like what I did or not because it's just so out of my comfort zone that when I was building it I was like, do I like this or do I hate it? But I hope you guys like it. There's one really cool feature in because I built two different houses, as you're gonna see later on, because I thought there would be like the main part and then maybe they have like a little guest house for whenever a family comes over or whatever. I thought that would be kind of cute. So in the actual house, the main house I guess I could call it, I put something really cool, so you should definitely stay tuned to find out what it is. And today I'm also going to talk about what I would like in The Sims 4, because if you know me, you know that I'm a bit more skeptical about The Sims 4 than I have been with previous parts. I don't actually know if it's because of the game or because I grew up and I'm kind of more picky with my games. I don't know, does that make sense? Because I feel like as a child your like imagination is so wild that even if the game is like not that good or not that diverse, I guess you can just make up your own stuff because is it fantasy? I don't know, you're just a bit more creative, I guess. So I actually wrote down a few things because my memory is the worst, so I need to write down things now. I'm 23 and I'm already losing my memory. It's quite sad. No, I'm not actually losing my memory. I'm just a bit like I can't remember stuff very well anymore. So I wrote down a few things that I would like. If you'd ask me though, I personally would prefer if they dumped The Sims 4 and would just start over again with The Sims 5 where everything is perfect. And if you want me to talk about stuff I would like in The Sims 5, you should definitely leave a comment so I can do that in the next Build and Babble, because I have a few ideas of things that would make The Sims 5 more interesting for me and maybe for like a lot of other people too. So if you're interested in that, let me know, and then I'll do that in next week's Build and Babble. But for this video, I'm already going off on a tangent. Anyways, I would like to see more traits in The Sims 4 because I feel like my Sims are literally always the same, and I've recently gone back to play The Sims 3 for a little bit, and I'm just always blown away by how many traits they had. It's just, there's so much, and like so much you can choose from, and it actually makes you feel like the Sims have a personality, because if you think of any person that you know, could you describe them with 3 traits? Because I could not. Like, me alone, like I probably have like 1,000 traits that I could think of that describe me and make me the person I am. So it's just, I don't know, I feel like that's why The Sims 4 lacks a lot for me, because my Sims just kind of feel empty. Like they don't really have a distinct personality where I'm like, oh, I love this Sim so much because that and that. Or like, I feel like the traits don't have a big enough impact. Like, sure, when they're clumsy, they sometimes fall over or like break stuff. But there's so much more that you could do with a trait that I wish would be a part of it and like impact the Sims in a bigger way. I don't know. Does that make sense? And I also would like if you could choose more than 3 traits, like I said before, because I don't know, there's literally no person that's that boring and only has 3 traits. My cousin just raised his hand. No, I could think of more traits for him as well than 3 because it's just ridiculous. Like, I don't know. I just want more traits, okay? And maybe more traits that aren't super crazy, you know, just like loves shopping, or I don't know. Like just small traits that kind of make you feel like your Sims is an actual person rather than just a Sim that's like positive and loves art, you know. It's like, sure, who doesn't love music and art, you know, like And also I would love to see more careers in The Sims, because I don't know, like ever since The Sims 4 came out, I was scrolling through all of the careers and I was like, is that all? And I feel like ever since The Sims 4 came out, they've only added like, I don't know, 7, 6, 8 careers, and it's just like, I don't know, I want more careers. because the careers we have as well seem to be very strange careers for me. Like careers not a lot of people are actually doing, like astronaut. Why in the world do you have to have like an astronaut career but you don't have a teacher career? Like how does that make sense? Like how many astronauts is there and how many teachers is there? You know, so like why did you make astronauts? I mean, sure, it's fun to play with an astronaut and stuff and like if it fits into your storyline, but so many more people do like regular jobs like being a cashier in a supermarket or like, I don't know, you know, just regular jobs. And it seems like a lot of the stuff isn't included that should be included, like literally just the regular jobs that a normal, well, not a normal person, everyone is normal if you're a doctor or not, or an astronaut or not, but I mean more of like the regular jobs would be kind of cool, because actually a teacher career is something I would really enjoy, especially if they pull it off in a really cool way, so that maybe it's more interactive and you can, like, I just want more interactive careers that are a bit more fun than the ones we got with Get to Work, because I don't know, like the careers there, I feel like you always just do the same and you just click a button and sure something happens. But it would be cool if the teacher career had something like, I don't know, like you actually have to make sure all your students are okay, you know, they're in a good mood. Maybe when they come home they have to kind of like prepare for the next lesson. I don't know, it would be kind of fun. I would like that. And then also it would be cool if like teenagers could have a job and like help the younger kids, you know, like practice for math or whatever. That would be kind of cute. And that leads me to my next point actually, because I would love a university pack, but I would like if it wasn't just universities, but maybe like a get educated or get to school pack where university is like the main part, but there's also more stuff to do with kids and toddlers. Like I would love if you could go to school with your kids or go to like pre-K with your toddlers. It would be so cute. Like I just miss my kids and toddlers, because when I play and I have my two Sims and they have a career, I feel like I never see the kids. Like they come home and then they do their homework and then they go to sleep and you're like, okay. Like I never have that connection with my kids. It's so sad because I feel like everything takes too long as well in The Sims 4. Like I feel like most things don't make sense. Like they come home and then they do homework for 3 Sims hours, or they eat for like 5 Sims hours, and you're like, alright, okay, now the day is over. Like I'd love if they kind of fixed the system of how long things take, because it's kind of like, I don't know if it's just me or if you've noticed it too, that a lot of things take more time than they would. I feel like when they wash one dish, it already takes like 1 Sim hour, and you just get very frustrated because, or like dine out. I mean, I guess we can all agree that dine out is just the idea is great, you know, it's just not that well executed because it's so laggy and like it takes forever to take your Sims out for dinner. I'm always like, oh, it would be so cool, like let's go for dinner, like for an anniversary or with the kids if it's their birthday, but it just takes like, it feels like it takes half of the Sims days at least, if not a whole day. And it's just ridiculous. Like I just want to go for a meal. Like in real life that takes an hour or 2, but not like 6 or 7. So I'd love if that was fixed. I would love a get educated or whatever pack for my kids, toddlers and teenagers. I would also really like if there was an expansion pack like we had in The Sims 3, where like the generation ones, sorry. Because I feel like a lot of people that I've talked with in the Sims community want a pack like that, because apart from the young adults and the adults, I feel like it's all focused on those 2 ages or age groups, and then the rest is kind of like, Like I feel like elders aren't really that different to young adults and adults. Adults don't feel a lot, like they don't feel different to young adults, apart from them maybe being higher up in their career and like they started a family or something. And it's just kind of sad because I remember in the Sims 3 or 2, I think it was 3, they used to get midlife crisis when they were adults, and then all of a sudden they had a whim to like want to get a tattoo. And it's just like these little things I really miss about The Sims 3, because it felt like my Sims were actual people, because they wanted stuff that was like fitting to what age they are, what things they go through. Whilst the whims in Sims 4, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like they're pretty basic and standard. Like, I feel like all my Sims always want the same stuff, no matter what age they are. Well, kids are probably a bit different and toddlers, but like young adults, teens, elders, I feel like they all want the same stuff, and it's just kind of boring. Like, I feel like as soon as your child becomes a teenager, they're just the same person until they're elders. And that leads me to another point. I would love if when your Sims grow up, the stuff they experienced in their life would actually have an impact on their personality. I mean, they kind of tried to implement it with parenthood when they gave you the opportunity to like raise your responsibility, and then if that is at a certain point, you know, you get that specific trait that makes it easier to do certain things. But I would love if some traits or some perks you would just get by your Sims going through, like, maybe a breakup of their parents, or like maybe their grandma died and that made them like notice something, or like maybe they have a really good relationship to their grandma, so they want to step into her footsteps and like maybe take up the same career path. Like, all of that would make so much. It would just make the game more diverse, leading to another point. I'm just, wow, I'm great today with that stuff. I would like color wheels, and hear me out. I don't want it for everything, because I went back to The Sims 3, as I said earlier, and it's just a big mess. Like, the color wheel is so laggy, and there's just too much, and no, like, I don't need that. But I want it at least for skin colors and hair colors, because there is so many different skin and hair colors and eye colors. It's like I just need that for the diversity, you know, and like just in general, I would love to see more diversity in The Sims, because it's a game like a life simulator, and not everyone in real life, you know, has like a certain skin tone that they already have, or a certain hair color that they already have, or like a certain ethnicity that they have, because pretty much the most Sims I see in town are all like white, and it's just it feels a bit wrong, you know. Like, I want to see more ethnicities in The Sims, because it's just ridiculous. And I would also like to see certain other things of diversity, like wheelchairs and stuff. That would be, I feel like if I was in a wheelchair, if I needed a wheelchair, I would love if in The Sims I could create my character and then put them in a wheelchair, because a lot of people, like, I don't play with myself, but I know a lot of people play themselves, and then I feel like it's such a big, like, thing that could make the game more diverse, like different disabilities and stuff, because it is a thing that happens in real life, so why shouldn't we have it in a life simulator? But anyways, this video is coming to an end very shortly. Definitely let me know if you agree with the points I just mentioned, and if you have anything that you would like to see in The Sims 4, please let me know. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you in Friday's video. Bye!